I'm currently working on a new collection of watercolors. This collection is going to be a little bit different as I decided to finally paint on a larger format. Now, I've never painted on a large scale with watercolor. I think it has its own separate challenges. Large scale formats, I've only painted on acrylics. And I'm kind of ready for this challenge. This project has been on my mind for a while now. I feel like it's been a year. So I want to kind of show you my process and the topic of my collection. So that's what I'm going to be sharing in this video. And along with my art process, I also wanted to share with you our recent trip we took to Hawaii, specifically the Big Island, as these two things are connected. I gathered a lot of inspiration while I'm there, photographs and videos and references from my paintings. Right now you are seeing we're driving and we are on our way to the tropical botanical gardens of Hawaii that is located on the Big Island, as I mentioned before. This is a beautiful scenic route that we take towards Anomea and the botanical gardens. Over here there's a trail. You see there Anomea trails. This particular trail will take you down to the ocean, as well as it crosses paths with the botanical garden. I was so excited that day. I wanted to document this drive because it's just so breathtaking, and I wanted to document that and have that with me for the rest of my life so I can watch it and relive it. As we're getting closer to the botanical gardens, I'm excited to review and just walk around and check out the orchids again. I'm focusing on these rare kinds of orchids, not like the ones the store-bought you see in the city. That actually kind of intrigued me in the first place. The kind of exotic varieties that they have at botanical gardens intrigued me, their shapes and colors. So I'm really excited to take photographs again, walk around, and I will take you on this journey and the walk around botanical gardens. We walked down this wooden path, and shortly after we entered the botanical gardens, I spotted a couple of geckos just hanging out on the posts. It seems that they're not too scared of the visitors and they're used to people walking by. I immediately took out my camera and took videos and photos of all the plants and flowers. And the very first thing you're going to see, very notable thing you're going to see on this hike is the waterfall, Anomea waterfall. You just have to take a few more steps down and to your left. And yes, you see here palm jungle and Anomea waterfalls. I took a couple of shots looking up, and it was just so mesmerizing and beautiful. I could totally see this also being a painting and definitely an inspiration for some type of drawing or painting or maybe a sketch. Here's the Anomea waterfall. We were just hanging out there for a few minutes, taking some pictures and videos. Here's my husband, just saying hi. He was very patient with me. I was, taking my time and I spotted another gecko. He was on this tall hibiscus flower. He was just chilling on the petals, and he was so cute. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he didn't mind that I was so up close and personal. Here is the orchid garden and some of the orchids that I'm using for inspiration for my painting, especially that last one with the spiky petals. On our way, we came to a koi pond and also spent some time there. It was filled with fish as well as lilies. It's also very stunning, serene, and beautiful. Okay, so finally we were reaching the ocean side. It was a little bit rough, and you see that it's a little overcasted, but the ocean is so beautiful and just the view is stunning. I usually spend here also a lot of time taking videos and just being hypnotized by the waves. We saw a fisherman in the background in the blue shirt, if you can spot him. This is a really beautiful view. And once we were done, we headed back. It's the hike in the Botanical Garden is like a loop. So we went back on the path, and I took a couple more videos looking up, looking down, recording and taking photos of the plants. I thought these were really interesting and how they were curated and kind of next to each other. I think this is alocasia. And a little bit of the path. It's just, filled with different tropical plants. At the end, it started drizzling, but it really, I didn't mind at all. It's so warm outside, and this happens a lot, right? Like the weather is very unpredictable. One minute it can be hot and sunny, and the next, you'll have some rain. So this is the path back. It gets a little steep, and since it was raining, drizzling, sometimes it gets a little slippery, so it's best to hold on to the railing. There was also a lot of people coming in. I think we came at like a busier time, and so there were a lot of visitors. Back at home, I was looking through the videos and photos that I took at the Botanical Gardens, and I came up with an idea that instead of sketching my compositions, I wanted to try something different and decided to print out the photos and basically cut them out and collage them into a composition and glue them together, just taking different pieces and seeing what works. This was my first composition that I'm working on. I do want to do at least 5 different compositions, include some butterflies, geckos, maybe a cicada or a dragonfly. I need to see how it looks and how it works together with the orchids. I kind of want to stay true to nature and see what type of bugs and butterflies and birds orchids attract. So I was kind of researching that. So once I'm done with this composition, I will sketch as well to kind of, you know, go into details, because this is just like a rough idea, right, of what I want to do. And eventually I will sketch it out and have more details, and then obviously translate it onto the watercolor paper. I invested in a large sketchbook, so it will give me a little bit more room to experiment, since I'm also working on a large format. I think that was a good idea. It gives me a little bit more room to play around. And here is my composition and my collage experiment. For now, again, next step is to be sketching out all the details before I transfer this over to my large watercolor paper. And I want to leave you with one more shot of the ocean, my hypnotizing Pacific Ocean and waves hitting the jagged lava rock that is called Big Island. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that like button, and I'll see you soon.